enter the little master. Everywhere he goes, he comes out to that sort of reception. The pressure he's handled throughout his career. The leading run scorer in Test cricket has just walked onto the MCG.
Your mind goes back to 1948 when Bradman walked out to the Oval for the last time, needing 4 runs to average 100 in Test cricket. He got knocked over by a spinner for a duck. Eric Hollies, but this is not his last Test match, of course, but it may be his last appearance on the MCG. But that was a big wicket from Patterson. He deserved it, but what a ovation, what a cricketer, and what a moment for Test cricket. 50-odd thousand here, millions of viewers around the world. And the great master takes strikes with about 3.5 minutes to the tea break.
The Aussies are in awe of what he's achieved in his career. They understand the importance of the wicket, but there'll be a few of the youngsters out there thinking, I wouldn't mind seeing him back for a while. His technique has not changed throughout his career. He says to the youngster Pattinson, you wait, I'm not ready yet.
He's making sure there's not too many balls before the tea break.
Only a couple of minutes to the tea break. Tricky period for Tendulkar.
And a wonderful moment for James Patterson.
A chance. A bit streaky. Tendulkar's away. Just the one.
And more importantly, he's off strike. 2 balls to go in this over. It's 9 minutes past by the clock on. Probably one more over before the tea break. So Dravid really should get a single here and keep Tendulkar safe till tea break. Lucky to inside edge.
It's so close to getting through. It's in the fashion of Sehwag. Oh, it was an inside edge as well. It was hanging in the air.
He got out there and Tendulkar jumped in the error. Fair dinkum. He tried to work it through mid-wicket, got a bat pad and it flew, didn't it? And the man's there at short mid-wicket. Didn't quite carry. Look at Clark. Catch. Peter Siddle from the members' end. Tendulkar on strike. Slashes over the top as he does. That brings up the 100. The little master, first ball after the tea break, drops in a fraction short and he goes over the top.
Supreme confidence. See the ball so clearly, pick up the length so quickly and just nonchalantly bop it over the slips.
They're hard to bowl to when you can play shots like that, particularly after a scratchy start just before the tea break, and it's right off the meat of the bat. This time he works it through mid-wicket. He's away again, at least 2, possibly 3. Dravid's running hard, so they pick up 3. So the little master's away, much to the joy of the big crowd here. Over 50,000.
Just look how compact his stance is.
And there he goes again. They all jump in the slips, but no chance whatsoever. Siddle gives it some width, and Tendulkar says, thank you very much. Not quite as successful as the first one, but he'll take it.
He's fallen in love with this shot a bit in the last few years, Sachin Tendulkar. He plays it extremely well, but it is a dangerous shot. Especially when at that height, it's so easy to cut the thing down and then there's not any danger. You just make the slightest error of judgment, particularly with a ball this height, only waist height. That can be dangerous if you make just the slightest error of judgment.
Now drives through cover. Before more, the little champ's on fire at the MCG. Don't go anywhere, because after 35 overs, that's 2 for 125. First to 4 off Siddle and 6, and then a 4, and then the cover drive. Look at that. Superb. Well, fine, and that's 4 more. The little champ's on fire. Look at the Indians. They've come to see the master, and he's turning it on.
Well, this is when he's at his best, when he's playing shots. We saw Tendulkar playing before tea when he was playing purely to survive, and you can see that it doesn't suit him because he looks awkward doing it. But as soon as he starts playing shots, that's when he looks a tremendous player. And this is much more like the Tendulkar we saw when he was a young man.
Big boundary. Oh, that's a beautiful cover drive. That was more of a punch than anything else, and that'll go all the way as well. Well, he oddly seemed to hit it.
Oh, terrific for the crowd who've come to watch Sachin Tendulkar. No doubt about that. Worrying signs for Australia. He looks in good touch. That first ball, Tony Greig, after tee that you just showed a moment ago, the flick over sort of second or third slip for 6, seems to have got him going. He didn't look all that good in that little stint he had before tee, but since the break he's come out looking positive, playing his shots now forward.
It's well played. It's a lovely straight drive. That's been one of his signature shots over the years. He takes them from just outside off stump and smashes them back down the ground.
For the Australian players yesterday, that driving wasn't easy on this pitch. You never felt you were quite in, but already Tendulkar's making it look a lot easier than most have done. That wasn't quite a half volley, but he hit through the line, and as Tony Greig called it, it's one of his trademark shots, and a shot that he plays when he's in the best of form. Timing was there, as was it.
There he goes, tries to get it away. This time it goes a bit square. Will it get to the boundary? I think it probably, no, it won't. That's well. Yeah, it just managed to stop it. Warner very fast. Bowling a line on off stumper just outside. There he goes. He's hit it down the ground towards that mid-wicket area. It's gone for 4. Listen to the crowd. The Indians on their feet down in that area.
Yeah, that might just set him off too, Tendulkar. He's been sizing up line, getting a look at him, getting a feel for what comes out of the hand and his variation, and he's thought, no, take on that slog sweep. Well in control. And once again, the timing was fantastic. Hit it very hard.
There we go. Down towards the boundary it goes. Will square leg cut it off? Yes, he does this time.
Yeah, James
That way. Has he got it? He has. They'll stand for a long time because it's 50 of 55 when no one else has done it that easy.
That's a very good innings, an exciting innings. It's the Tendulkar of many years back, playing with a freedom of spirit and stroke.
Oh, it was a rank half-tracker. Tendulkar has missed it.
I tell you what, it's exactly what can happen though. Look at this. That's halfway down. Tendulkar should have smashed that to anywhere. And it's just the sort of ball that can get you a wicket.
One past the bat. Oh, the head high fully. Good tactic. Something different.
It's actually got a bounce for it to rip past the bat. That was the ball he only got the wicket on. First up. And drop catch in the deep.
That's another.
That's understandable. 40.
Could be out. Oh! Shouts to catch it from Warner. He nearly got Tendulkar out.
Well, that's tried to play the biggest shot against David Warner and almost hold out to mid-on.
Thank you, Slats. Oh, that's a lovely stroke. That really is. Just clears his left side out of the way. He got into trouble against David Warner a couple of overs ago, but he will not be dictated to. We're watching the best of a remarkable cricketer.
It's almost like with that let-off to Dravid, Tendulkar's decided, I'll just punish you a little bit more.
bit wider on the crease. How many balls has he now faced? He's faced 93, Dravid 180.
Certainly one, if not two in it. No, just the one. Now they are becalmed, this pair, no doubt about it. Oh, there's a nice stroke, using those strong wrists to whip the ball away. There should be three in it. Dravid's got the limp on, he's got cramp. No, there won't be another, because Peter Siddle has knocked him over. The story will continue. But not here, not tomorrow morning.
Well, this has been a tremendous performance from Peter Siddle. And he's moved back a little bit since that no ball that cost him Dravid's wicket. Just a little bit of in movement there, and Tendulkar is gone for 73.
Well, there is an opinion there that is the only way you can get Sachin Tendulkar out. Every now and then there's a gap between bat and pad at the wrong time. But gee, you have to be a good bowler to find it.
Let's listen to this reception.